it looks like it's sold out to me.
Laurie, what makes a real boxer? In your professional opinion?
Well, what makes a real boxer is if you've got a professional boxing license.
I don't believe that, but can you...
No, I'm not talking about skills.
That.
I'm talking about if you hold, let's be honest, it's very simple. If you hold a professional boxing license, then you are a professional boxer. So you are, regardless of how good or bad you are a professional boxer.
The reason why I don't necessarily...
KSI is a real boxer.
Because it doesn't... There isn't... Sorry,
I'll answer that.
Yeah, it's gonna say, make sure he answers.
There isn't a, like, I can eventually sign up to a commission and get a boxing license if I have enough pull and have enough money.
No, that's not the case.
No, that
nowadays you have to have a certain level of competency.
No, that's not true.
No,
though.
you do.
That is not true.
You do. You actually do need to be as if you okay.
But football, that levels varies across.
Yeah, of course it does. Yeah, it's subjective. But
so he could go to Mexico where Pineda got a license.
No, I'm talking
L
about
after L after L, and then fought KSI and.
I'm talking about in this country.
You
have to have a certain level of... There have been quite a few... Because if you remember a few years ago, for example, and this is just off the top of my head, Rio Ferdinand, when he retired from football, was expressing interest in becoming a professional boxer. He was assessed and he was declined because his competency levels were not that of a professional boxer. So it's not true to say anyone can get a license.
But do we not watch boxing? And there is multiple commissions around the world where you can get a commission.
No, but I'm talking this country.
I get you.
Yeah.
But
these events are international, though.
The reason why I'm...
No, but this is not real boxing, as far as I'm concerned.
But why is it...
misfit boxing.
Why is this not real boxing?
The clue is in the name. Misfit boxing. It's not proper boxing.
I don't believe it's real boxing, but I want to know why you think it's
real,
not real boxing.
Real, to me... and to me it's fairly obvious. Real boxing is professional boxing.
Okay, but here's the thing though. We could end up in a scenario where Tommy Fury, I don't take him seriously as a boxer. Tommy Fury goes into professional boxing, real boxing, so you call it, York Hall, wins a couple of fights, but goes on a YouTube show for misfit boxing and loses fights.
Yeah, that scenario is definitely possible.
Okay.
I feel...
sorry, what was your question? Sorry, Kane?
Because KSI and Logan Paul, they went professional for theirs. So they've got the license. So would you class KSI as a real boxer now?
No.
I would definitely class Jake Paul as a real boxer.
I wouldn't.
But
what's the
KSI and
difference?
Logan.
What's the distinction?
Because Jake Paul's got a license in America and he's fought at a certain level, which would people would say he is a proper boxer.
That's not. To me, I disagree with that.
No, but exactly, that's to you. I'm saying that the definition of a boxer.
But we can go by definitions all the way around the board. As I said, Pineda has a boxing license, so it doesn't make a difference.
Yeah, but he is a boxer. You saw that tonight when he fought a guy that wasn't a boxer.
But
he destroyed him.
The reason why there has to be a level of quality control. If I want to be a professional football player, I can't say I'm a professional footballer.
That's the thing with this versus football.
Do you think KSI isn't a real boxer?
He's not.
But
what I would say about he's reached a certain level that if he was to apply for a professional license,
because he got one to fight Logan, because they went professional for that.
I think he would get one, but until he does that,
he's already got one.
He got one in America to fight Logan Paul. They went fully professional. They did it all legit. They made it all. It was all like properly done.
Yeah.
Well, if he holds,
he's done that, and then he's fought Pineda and embarrassed him.
So
was that under professional or no?
I don't think that one was under professional.
This is what I would say. This is what I would say makes a professional. A professional boxer, by my standards, is someone who fights other professionals. That's what I would say.
No, but
they're not fighting other professionals.
But Shane, hold on. You're right, but you're missing the point. In order to fight other professional fighters, you need to have a professional license. So until you get that, you are not professional.
No, but he's saying if you look at someone like Tommy Fury, for example, who has a professional license, but is not fighting professional boxers.
But he has fought professional fighters.
He has in the past, but like I said,
if you go on books, you'll see he's got a professional.
I appreciate that,
record.
but I'm saying going
for anyone good.
Going for, like, for me, this is the thing. Like when we're looking at this boxer thing, what we don't have is like the Premier League, Championship,
League One, League Two.
There's no quality control, like you said. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but Shane, you keep saying that. That is your opinion. That argument is redundant. If you have a professional boxing license, you are a professional boxer.
Yeah,
okay, that's fine.
You cannot say, "Oh, I don't rate him."
No.
I don't know how he got it.
If you got Tommy Fury, he's a professional boxer. He's fought plenty of times. One second.
He's a professional boxer.
Going forward now, let's say he spends the next 2 or 3 years doing 2 or 3 of these shows every year, making big money doing this. That's 9 fights that he's had across 3 years. How old's Tommy Fury? 23. Something like that. He gets to 26. How long does he stay known? How long does he juice this I'm a professional boxer if he stops competing. Do you know what I mean? Because these guys
Yeah, but with
want
respect,
that clout.
that's a separate argument.
That's the question I'm asking you though, because a lot of these guys want
Okay,
that
I'll
clout.
answer it,
Because
but
a
it's
lot
a
of these
separate
guys
argument.
want that clout of I'm fighting a pro boxer, but how long does he stay
This is the thing, though. I'm not arguing with you by definition. The definition of what you're saying, facts. I can't argue with a definition. That if you have a pro license, you are a pro boxer. That's fine. But regardless of how you want to make it seem, it doesn't make a difference. If you're not fighting other pros,
Does make a
what's the
difference.
wait?
Does
What's
make a
one second? One second. What's the point of having a professional license if you're not fighting professionals? Please tell me that.
Because you can make, sometimes you can make more, well, a lot of the time you can make more money in this area of boxing.
But then why have a license then?
Because you could do both.
But they're not doing both.
They are doing both.
How are they doing both?
KSI's got a pro record of 3-0-0.
But they're not fighting professionals. That's what I'm saying.
I'm
to
looking
you.
for Tommy Fury's next professional
Shane,
fight.
they can cross over.
But
into
they
both.
haven't though.
No, but they
haven't.
have.
If they're not fighting other pros, they're just getting a pro license to fight other YouTubers. That's not professional boxing. It's professional boxing by definition, but they're not fighting other pros.
I hear that because KSI, his pro record is 1 because his only actual fully pro one was the second Logan Paul fight. So him and Logan Paul both went pro
Just for that
It
fight?
was both their debuts.
I think
so in
what
that
Shane,
sense,
I
it
think
is-
Shane is, with respect, I think you are muddying the waters. You're assessing them on skills
No,
and competence.
I haven't met anything about
And
skill.
what I'm talking about is the fact if you have a professional, if you've been granted a license by the British Boxing Board of Control as a professional boxer, you're a professional boxer. Now, whether we think you're any good or not, that is immaterial.
But I'm not
And I
saying.
think you need to,
No, but
like-
this is the thing. Even if KSI fought someone who's 7 and 70, I will still consider him as a pro because you fought a professional boxer.
So what is your argument then?
My argument is there is no point going pro if you're fighting another YouTuber. That
Why?
doesn't make
It's-
sense.
it's
What's
monetary.
the point of But you can get money by not turning pro.
No, but you could get more money by fighting these guys because of.
But you don't have to turn pro to fight these guys.
What,
Yeah,
what are
but
the, what are the
you get
comments
the
saying?
best
What's the
of
man
both
them saying in the
worlds.
chat?
Well, I'm not going to tell you what they said about Shane because they're not impressed.
They don't have to. It's the thing. It doesn't make a difference to me.
No, but Shane, seriously, if I'm hypothetically speaking, I turn professional, right?
Okay.
I have a couple of professional fights, win or lose, whatever, and then I get approached to appear on Misfits Boxing. It could be that the money that they offer me is so much that I think, you know what, this is an opportunity that I can't turn down. I can fight in both, and that's the advantage.
But they're not fighting in both. That's what I'm trying to
but
tell
they
you.
can do.
But then my argument
You're
is,
saying why would they do
What is
it?
the point? If
Because
you're
of
making
the money.
wait. If you're making the money in Misfits Boxing, stick to Misfits
No, but-
Boxing then.
So,
Just stick to it.
you don't think that they can do you don't think you can have someone being a pro and going for world titles, but also doing one big because you could go for a world title and not make more than a couple $100,000 a year,
Let me-
but then you could
So
have
what do
your
you think-
whole annual income in professional boxing in just one of these
I
misfit
would
fights.
say stick to Misfit Boxing then.
No, but you don't
can do
have to.
both.
That's what I'm saying. That's the whole advantage of doing this. Look at
Can
what
you, wait,
Penny-
can you
okay,
do
okay.
both?
No, hold on.
Because in football you wouldn't be able to do both.
No,
right?
but hold on.
So-
No, but this is boxing.
Cool.
Hold on.
Go on.
I'll give you the perfect example. Look at Pineda.
Okay.
He's a professional. He's a legitimate professional
Okay.
boxer. He fights in Mexico, right? No, but whether we laugh at him or not,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
is,
Yeah, yeah.
right? I'd be willing to bet my house on it that he's earning way more fighting
Yeah, 100%.
in Misfit
That's a
boxing
fact.
than he
100%.
does back at home in Mexico.
Okay.
So that answers your question. You're saying why would you want to fight in Misfits boxing?
No, I'm not saying why would you. I said why would you want to fight pro? That's what I said.
No,
Why
but
are you
he's doing
fighting?
both.
But
I've
why
just
would you
explained,
fight pro?
Because of the money.
No, why would you fight pro? I get why you
Because
fight
of the money,
Misfits.
it's
No,
a
I get why
simple-
you fight Misfits, but why fight pro?
Shane, if you can make 10 times the amount that you would make in Mexico, you would be a fool not to.
I'm saying,
He's saying, why does he then
why
go back
fight
to Mexico
pro?
and
Why
fight?
would you
because
fight
he
pro?
wants to retain both. And let's be honest as well, it's the fact that he was a pretty poorly recognised professional boxer, which is why they attracted to him in the first place.
Okay, so then this is my
So
argument.
that one of these misfit guys could have his name on their record, which is what happened last time.
Okay, so with that argument, if we're gonna open the field to this pro and Misfits, then let's put Beterbiev in there with Salt Pappy.
Obviously not.
But then
on,
you're
that's-
opening he's gonna make more money fighting Salt Pappy than he will fight
Shane,
Anthony Yarde.
come on.
But that's what we're basically saying.
keep
You're
it
opening
100.
that window though.